Welcome to the virtual public open house for the 7th Line Road reconstruction project in the town of New Tecumseh. This video presentation has been pre-recorded and will be available for viewing along with additional project information on the town of New Tecumseh's website for a duration of 2 weeks. Please refer to the notice for additional details. Please note that you may have to adjust your volume settings for this recording. Triton Engineering Services Limited were retained by the town to complete the detailed design for this project. This presentation is meant to provide an overview of the project, provide some instruction on how to read the design drawings, and provide some additional information regarding the upcoming construction and how it will impact residents. As part of this open house, the town has posted the project materials on the website, which includes a copy of the notice, this presentation, the design drawings, and a questionnaire and comment sheet. Please note that the design drawings are at 90% design stage and will be finalized in the upcoming weeks for issuing for tender. After reviewing the project materials, please feel free to provide some comments on the posted questionnaire and comment sheet. We thank you in advance for participating in this virtual public open house. The project is located on 7th Line between Side Road 10 and Side Road 15, just southeast of the community of Beaton. The limits of the work measure approximately 3.1 kilometers and stop just short of the side roads, so there will be minimal work or traffic disruptions on Side Road 10 or Side Road 15. 7th Line from Side Road 10 to Side Road 15 is a 2-lane rural paved road with a posted speed limit of 60 kilometers an hour and 70 kilometers an hour. The 60 kilometer an hour posted speed limit is a 700 meter long section starting approximately 300 meters east of Side Road 10. The road has been identified as a minor collector road in the town's official plan. The existing average annual daily traffic is approximately 1,800 vehicles per day, with 1.4% of those being heavy trucks. It is expected that the percentage of heavy trucks would be higher between Side Road 10 and the town's work yard, as this is their primary route. The road surface is in a deteriorated condition, and the town of New Tecumseh's 2018 Road Needs Study Update, completed by R.J. Burnside and Associates Limited, has identified the section of 7th Line from Side Road 10 to Side Road 15 as a high priority for road improvements, including a now need for reconstruction of the structural base. The link to the Road Needs Study is included on this slide. As part of this project, the town's goals include reconstructing the road, improving the vertical curves to meet design standards, and improve the roadside ditches and road cross-section. The objective of the profile design was to improve the vertical curves to the design standards while keeping the grading limits within the existing municipal right-of-way where possible. This approach minimized negative effects to private property and entrance grades, and minimized conflicts with existing utility infrastructure. The proposed profile generally meets the design standard for the posted speed limits of 60 kilometers an hour or 70 kilometers an hour. In making the improvements to the profile, consideration was given to impacts to private property, environmental concerns, and construction costs. On the design drawings, the darker line represents the proposed profile and the lighter line is the existing profile. Both are labeled on each plan, with the proposed profile showing additional design information, including the grade and curve information. As an example, the proposed profile will be lowered by approximately 0.75 meters at the location shown on this slide in order to meet the design standard. The existing road platform has an average asphalt width of 7.1 meters with a 0.6 meter gravel shoulder on each side. The proposed road section will follow the town standard for a 20 meter right-of-way, which will include a 3.5 meter lane in each direction and a 1.2 meter fully paved shoulder on each side. A fully paved shoulder adds value to the road, reduces the maintenance costs, and provides additional pavement width for cyclists and pedestrians, and will also provide extra pavement width for vehicles to pass large oncoming farm machinery. Drainage will be provided by the new roadside ditches and flow to the existing outlets. The typical section shown on the slide illustrates the new road in an area of cut. Additional typical sections are included on the design drawings. Each entrance was carefully reviewed and considered during the vertical profile design. If the road profile changes were causing too steep of an entrance grade, the profile was revised to alleviate the issue. Due to the improved profile and the wider road platform, many entrance grades had to be adjusted from existing conditions in order to tie into the existing entrance at property line. Where it was not possible to tie in at property line without increasing the grade above the town maximum standard of 7%, the entrance grading was taken beyond property line. In some cases where the grade exceeds 7%, efforts were made to minimize the grade change from existing conditions where feasible. The design drawings include a section at each entrance affected by the construction. The section shows a new platform in a thicker solid line and the existing in a thinner dashed line. It also includes labels for the center line of the road, new edge of shoulder, and property line to illustrate the vertical changes that the improved profile will result in. The new entrance grade is in black, while the existing entrance is in gray. The The design drawings posted also show a plan view of each entrance and includes color to illustrate what material will be placed for each entrance. Gray is used for asphalt, tan is used for gravel, and pink is used for concrete and concrete pavers. All residential entrances will be paved with asphalt within the town's right-of-way with an improved 5-meter turning radius. If an entrance requires grading beyond property line, the material placed beyond property line will match the existing material of the entrance. All field entrances will be gravel from the back of the edge of shoulder. All existing entrance culverts will also be replaced with new. The drawings also show the limit of grading for each entrance with an offset from the center line of the road. Any residents with grading on their property should have received a letter with a consent to grade. If the drawings are showing that the work is encroaching onto your property and you did not receive a letter, please contact us as soon as possible. All existing culverts will be replaced, including the 2 concrete structures, 7 road crossing culverts, and all entrance culverts. The concrete structures will be replaced by precast box culverts. All road crossing culverts have been modeled and sized in accordance with Town and Nottawasaga Valley Conservation Authority standards. A permit for the proposed work has been obtained from the NVCA. A detailed inventory and arborist report was completed for all trees that are 100 millimeters diameter at breast height or larger within the project limits and 6 meters of the right-of-way. Each tree was reviewed to determine if the proposed design and grading limits were in conflict with the tree's protection zone. Each tree in conflict was reviewed further to see if it had to be removed or if it could remain with tree protection fencing being installed around it during construction. The town will also have an arborist on standby for trees that are designated to remain and are close to the grading to ensure that construction activities do not harm the tree. Tree removal locations are included on the posted tree inventory and preservation plans. The trees designated for removal are highlighted on the plans with colors to indicate if the tree is within the municipal right-of-way or on private property. Tree removals are currently underway and expected to be completed before construction and the migratory bird nesting season begins. Some trees will be replanted within the town's right-of-way with approved species for the local area that will ensure the best opportunity for their growth. Private trees will be replanted as discussed with landowners. During the design process, the plans were shared with utility companies within the project limits, including Hydro One, Enbridge, and Bell, to determine if the proposed design would conflict with the existing utility infrastructure. Due to the wider road platform, vertical curve improvements, and extensive ditch grading, Hydro One has replaced most poles within the limits. Enbridge is relocating approximately 140 meters of high-pressure steel gas main and 13 services to residents. Bell is relocating 600 meters of cable and 5 services to residents. This work is currently underway and is expected to be completed before construction begins. Construction is anticipated to begin in late spring 2022 and last for 6 to 8 months. Additional construction notice will be provided once timing and a contractor have been confirmed. To reduce construction costs and time and provide safety between the construction operations and the public, the road will be closed to through traffic for the duration of the roadwork. Although the road will be closed, local traffic for residents and emergency vehicles will be maintained. Access to your entrance will be disrupted when the contractor is installing the new entrance culverts, constructing the new entrance, and excavating the new road in front of your entrance. These disruptions are expected to be only for a few hours, and the contractor will notify you beforehand to make arrangements for anyone that needs access. The contractor will set up a detour for the road closure. A detour plan showing the route is included in the design drawings posted. Simcoe County waste collection will be maintained throughout the duration of construction. We ask residents to continue to have their carts put at the end of their entrance by 7 a.m. in order for the contractor to pick up and move the carts to a designated location outside the construction limits for the county to collect. The contractor will return the carts at the end of the day, so we ask all residents to ensure their carts are clearly marked with their address. The impacts of the construction to the school bus route are being coordinated with the School Board Transportation Consortium. Additional details will be provided to residents. Mailboxes will be relocated outside the construction limits to a designated location for the duration of construction. At the outset of construction, the contractor will relocate the mailboxes and then reinstall them on a new post after construction has been completed and the road is opened up. Residents will be notified of the details subject to coordination with Canada Post. The next steps of the project include preparing for construction. We will review all comments and questions submitted through this open house process and then finalize all contract documents for the contractors to bid on the project. It is expected the project will be awarded in late spring and construction will begin shortly afterwards. Contact information for the project team is included on this slide. For anyone wishing to discuss this project outside of the town's typical office hours, The product team will be available on Wednesday, March 30th from 5 to 7 p.m. via telephone to help address any additional questions or comments. Appointments will be held to 10 minutes and must be booked in advance. Thank you for participating in this virtual public open house.